What's up, everybody? It's J Mac, and welcome to Bigfoot Input. Good morning, ladies and gents, or afternoon, as it were. But when you just woke up and you're still having coffee, it's technically morning, right? Let's see. So I got a fresh batch of cryptid pictures for you guys to look at, and I'm excited about these. A lot of great pictures came in this week. Let's jump right into it. Let's see what is there to see. Let's look at this one here. Um, this is a shot off of Google Earth. I'll just be honest with you. It's kind of whatever. It very well may be a Bigfoot. I mean, it's got the shiny black fur. It does look like there's a little break there for the legs. There's possibly a head right there. So yeah, huge maybe. It's unfortunately so far up that it's hard to tell whether we're looking at a tree or a mountain, you know? That's just too hard to call, unfortunately. But it's still, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know, maybe, but let's see. I think this one, I have a colored version of this too. Where is it? This one here. This is Billy from Ireland. Snapped this picture here. Nothing definitive, but still pretty cool. I think it's an odd shape in the bush, and a lot of times that is what we see. It's just discerning that, hey, this doesn't look like a tree stump, this doesn't look like a branch, this doesn't look like a pile of leaves. It looks like a creature that doesn't look like a bear, but it's big and black. And if you try real hard, I can't zoom in anymore, it's just gonna go crazy with the pixelation, but you can kind of see a nose and an eye, maybe a little like tuft of hair where ears might be, sort of a conical shaped head, which is not a deal breaker because we're hearing more and more about round shaped heads and different things like that. So, plus it breaks off shoulder there, shoulder there. I think this is a real shot. I think it's what some people might call a blob squatch, but whatever. All evidence is good evidence. This is a black and white version of the same picture. I don't really know if it does us any good or any justice. In fact, I don't really think it does, but yeah, good shot, Billy. I like that shot there. Um, I meant to go and get the other side of this picture and I forgot, so forgive me, but if you'll take my word on it, um this whoever this person is here claims that dog's been barking, snapped, flashed, this doesn't look normal, what is this creature, blah blah blah. And then it turns out it was a puppet, like a doll thing. So they have a picture of that as well. So this is a hoax, and don't buy into that, obviously. So I don't want to get too far. I want to do these in some sort of order. So, this picture came with a huge backstory, but the backstory didn't really help any. All it was saying is that this person was a Navajo Native American and that they had a mind speaks, or I think they refer to it as telepathy, telepathic relationship with with the Bigfoot, and that the Bigfoot told them basically that they had helped the original tribes transfer, like take this long walk to transfer to the reservation when they were kicked off their land and things like that. So, interesting enough story, I suppose, but it didn't really add anything to the picture itself, which is really what I'm interested in. Um, what I'm guessing here, it looks like we've got maybe snow here, and then like some sort of little outcropping here, and then you've got some trees in the background. So this guy is standing on this ground here. There's no genitalia to be seen, really. No variant. I mean, there are variances in colors, but no hair variants here, which is something I usually try to look for. I usually try to look for, nipples or something, some sort of anatomy, but not much to be seen. But we are catching, so there's obviously a light source coming from here. Well, I'm sorry, it's shown here. It's not coming from here. It's shown right here. So that could be either like a snowmobile or a car, yeah, like a vehicle of some kind. But anyway, so what we're getting is you're definitely getting eye shine here and here, from that tapetum lucidum that we have pretty well decided exists in most of these creatures anyway, at least almost all. And then yeah, all you can really make out is the mouth and the head shape. So it's a cool picture. I don't know. It's too close to call as far as whether it's definitely real or not. Um, yeah, I don't know about this one. I'm totally on the fence with this. Like it could be real, but then again, it could be a lot of other things. It could be an artist depiction. It could be, hell, this could be like some sort of video game, like a shot from a video game. It could be a lot of things. So, being that I don't know what it is, I don't want to say that it's real, but it's totally plausible. So, I have to put a pin in that one, unfortunately. All right, we had a lot of great submissions this week, so I'm gonna try to get to all of them. This one was kind of anonymous, but they caught this shot, which I believe the claim was it was a Bigfoot sitting on this log. So there's a log here, long ways, and then there's a bank which goes down on this little creek here that curves around, and this creature, which is just completely blurred out, along with everything else. It seems like just a poor camera too far away is really what it seems like. So it caught as much as it could, and basically just caught this sort of large shape there on the riverbank. It could be a Bigfoot, could be anything really. It does kind of look like it has legs though. Like, I mean, I know all creatures have legs, but like two legs. It kind of looks like there's like a leg here, a leg there, but maybe it's knelt down, maybe. But anyway, I don't want to waste so much time on that picture because I have a lot of great pictures, and that's not one of them. So I thought this was interesting. So this is oh boy, David Blalik or Blalik. I'm not gonna ruin that guy's name. So anyway, that's his name. But so he took this picture of this huge tree. So the tree itself is amazing. It's like, whoa, that's crazy. But if you start to look a little deeper into the picture, in fact, I have a close up here. Look at this one. So you can see there's a lot of pareidolia going on here. One there, one here. Jeez, they're all here. Look at this one, right there. Big pareidolia right there. Here, people will often do that. You'll point out something in a picture, and they'll be like, "I see 10 faces." Yeah, well, that's because they're all pareidolia. That's why you see all those faces. Look at this one. That looks impressive. But again, it's all pareidolia. But what isn't pareidolia? Even this, like, what is that? It's probably just part of a, nature tree thing, whatever. But what is this? Right here. Here's the tree line. Tree follows this way. But this, to me, looks like an eye socket and a cheekbone. And then you can make out... See, look at this right here in the middle. You can make out the... I don't know what to call this. I don't think this is not a cranial ridge. The cranial ridge is here. But this is basically a forehead. But you can make it how it goes right down the middle. And then it has sort of a protrusion there, and then a protrusion there, to which then it meets like a hairline back here. And then it comes down and around. This is a face. So this guy is, taking a picture. Look at that. It actually gets clearer as you go away. So David is taking a picture in front of this big tree. And then he's got a little peeker looking out from around the tree, curious as they are to see what's going on, right? So cool picture, David. We did ask David's permission to use the picture, and he graciously agreed. We appreciate that. Thank you, David. And such is a lot of cases this week. This one here from Dallas says that he heard a tree knock, turned around and took a photo. He says, I'm not making any claims as to what it might be. I just think it's interesting. And that is a lot of the case. Unfortunately, you have so much ridicule and people just calling you crazy because they don't understand. So just because they don't understand doesn't make you crazy, right? You know what you saw. You saw something you couldn't explain, and you may have gotten a picture of it. And in this case, Dallas did, and he's very much taking a defensive stance, saying, I don't know what it is. I'm not calling it a Bigfoot, but here it is. That way, he's not making a direct claim that he then has to defend. I will make that claim for him. He caught a picture of a Sasquatch. And in fact, I would go as far as to say that he caught a picture of what's known as a gugway. Big thanks to Ryan from Monster Radio for teaching me what a gugway was. But gugway is basically a Sasquatch that has more of, I'm going to use the word monkey type of face, or an ape type of face, than some other Sasquatches. Some other Sasquatches are far more human looking in their traits, but this one in particular, you can see the eye there and the eye there and the long hair coming down off the head, but you can also make out this sort of a muzzle that protrudes off of the face. Has a long flat nose, and there's a wide gaping mouth, but it's a big mouth. It's, like I said, it's not human. It doesn't sit flush with the rest of the face. It protrudes off the face. And you can even see a little bit of the body there behind this tree. But yeah, so he heard a wood knock, as they tend to do, and he turned around and took a picture and got a very good picture of a Sasquatch. So Dallas, kudos to you. I think you've got a great capture here, and don't let anybody take that away from you. So what else we got? We have so many pictures today, guys. We're gonna have to roll through them here. Got this one here from Rebecca Rollison from Bigfoot World. She's got this guy here, cranial ridge, eye, conical head there, nose here, and then he's got some long hair. It goes down to here, and then again on this side too. This leaf right here is blocking what would be a mouth, facial features there, but you kind of can see some dark hair coming under what would be the nose. The nose is right here, and then this is like almost like a mustache, and often they're reported with mustache, beard, facial hair. Why not? Yeah. Great capture, but just he's elusive and hidden in the bush, as they tend to do. So I thought this was interesting too. This is from a gentleman named James Sharp, and he sent this picture of this thing. I have no idea what this thing is, and I'm not even going to speculate, because it could absolutely be anything from some sort of deer, a mule. a moose, it's like a small female moose, or there's just so many things it could be. But what I like about the picture is that it shows this building. The building is important, not so much the creature, not so much this thing, but the building itself. So then let's go to this picture. Okay, here we go. So we get another shot of the side of this building. Pay attention to this pillar right here. And whatever this is like an animal trap, I'm speculating, but so this thing here, which these are handles, I'm guessing. So let's look at this. What is this guy? So there's the same handle that we were looking at down there. Here's the same pillar that we were looking at. What is this creature? Look at that. That's astonishing. I mean, could it be some form of Sasquatch? Yeah, I suppose. All of it. I mean, yeah, I suppose. I'll leave it at that. But it almost looks like, dare I say, a dogman. And everyone knows my feelings about dogman, so I'm waiting for that physical evidence where we can say, hey, yeah, dogman exists. Here it is. And unfortunately, I don't think this is the definitive evidence that I'm looking for, but it's still a very cool picture. This could very well just be a Sasquatch with some distortion here in the middle of the face, or it could be a dogman, and this could be the snout coming, because there's an eye right there, and the other eye's over here. You got the whole shape, the head thing here, but then you've got this here, and it doesn't so much look like a gugway, although it could be. So we have some options here as far as what it could be. I don't know what it is definitively, but what it is cool. So thank you, James, for sharing that picture. That's really awesome. I don't know what you've got there, but you got something. Scott Loomis, Monsters from Maine. If you guys haven't went over to his YouTube yet to check his stuff out, please hop over there and subscribe. Scott's a cool guy, big supporter of the channel. He's out there, boots on the ground, getting pictures all the time of varying things. I mean, weird things, and I mean, we love weird here, so we show these pictures. They're not always Sasquatch. He claims there's some dogmen involved. There's different things going on there, but go check his channel out. I'll let it speak for itself, but I'm just going to showcase this picture real quick. At the very beginning, I saw this, which I believe Scott will tell you is the back of a Sasquatch. This is like a rock formation, I believe. You can see the legs of the Sasquatch down here, which then directly leads up to the upper body, the shoulder here, the conical shaped head here, and the other shoulder here. It's got sort of a reddish brown fur with like patches of darker black. And I said, well, that's cool, thanks. And then I started looking a little closer, and these are far less definitive, but I'm wondering what's going on here and here. I know that there's nothing to see, but in this picture of just regular forest type stuff, there's these three really dark spots. And of course, this one is the most definitive, but I'm wondering if he's not traveling with a pack. They tend to travel with a pack. And of course, let's see this picture here. What was this gentleman named Brisson? Randy Brisson is this gentleman's name. He took this picture in Vancouver, Canada. and it's widely believed to be a Sasquatch. And of course, you'll see that this one has bangs, and there's the eye and the nose and the very pronounced cheekbones and the mouth here. Um, this is a very human-looking Sasquatch, which I explained earlier. There's human-looking types, there's more ape-looking types, you know, etc. So we took the picture and we lightened it a little bit. Easy there, cowboy. So I think this helps a little, and we can make out maybe a bit of the maybe like an arm here, like a bit of the body. And I think what we're seeing here is a bit of the body as well in these brown areas here. Unfortunately, you know, the picture is what it is. There's nothing for scale, so we don't know how big this creature is, but just very cool picture, man. I think that's legit. I like that picture. This set of pictures was sent to us by a gentleman named Chris Chastain. He has agreed to play ball as long as we do not reveal the location that he took these pictures, due to the safety and respect for the creatures in the pictures. And we totally dig that, and we respect that. We obviously would never do anything to upset these creatures. So, but he did share these pictures with us. So what we're seeing here is just a fairly clear picture of a face, and the physical body, which goes down here to the leg, which then is obscured by trees. And he's got a few shots, so I'm going to show you the rest of them too while we're on it. He's got a peeker back there. There's your tree line here. This guy is looking from behind the tree there. And he's got one more. This one's a little more distorted, unfortunately. The other two are very clear. This one just sort of shows sort of a blob shape, and I can't really make out a lot there. But I think that if he's that in tune with the creatures that they're showing themselves to him, then this is probably one as well. So thank you, Chris. Appreciate your submission and your permission for using the picture. Here's another one from Rebecca Rollison. So this one's going to be a little harder to make out. This guy is deep in the bush, but you gotta just sort of look right here in this area. I believe we're going to make out a face right here. That's all I can say about that one. Yeah, I think he's just deep in the bush, and you're not going to get a better look at it. But again, she was there in person, not us. So let's take a pause real quick and talk about cryptic input. If you are a fan of dark crime and dark paranormal, please step over to our sister station and subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, I appreciate that. And I know that we haven't put a video out on that channel in a little while, and I apologize for that. Things have been crazy lately, but we will be doing that again soon. If let's see, I want to thank our members, Nick Matthews, C. Richardson, and of course Adventure Monty. We appreciate you guys supporting the channel as you do, and of course they are privy to member exclusive content, which generally involves post-mortem and corpses, which we can't display here on YouTube. And if you are interested in becoming a member, it's very simple. Just go to our main channel, click join, and then click join again, and that is all you need to do. And please feel free to send me an email if you do that, because at that point I will have your contact information and we can directly converse. I will send you links to various things. You're welcome to reach out to me about anything at that point, things you need help with, things you want to talk about. That's fine. I really, I mean, I try to be there for everybody, but we do have about 7,000, subscribers, so that gets difficult. But if you are a member and you are directly supporting my channel, I will remember your generosity and I will treat you with priority. So, appreciate you guys. All right, let's get down to it. I want to talk about this one next, I believe. This is Abe Sias in his Pink Floyd shirt, and he's got some interesting pictures. We've featured him numerous times on this channel. And again, if you don't recall, Abe refers to these creatures as DDN, demonic disembodied Nephilim. All right. The Nephilim, of course, being referring to the giants that walked the earth, mentioned a few times in the Bible, 3 times, I believe, and if you count the Book of Enoch. And he's, if I remember correctly, he was saying that during this particular encounter, he's not even looking at the creature. He's filming himself talking about whatever, and then this creature, I don't know how to say it other than just embodies itself. It just appears. And unfortunately, it doesn't reveal itself to any degree of clarity, but if you're looking here, you're going to see that this is an upright bipedal creature, whatever it may be. And of course, like I said, Abe will tell you that it's demonic, that it's spiritual is the best word I guess I can come up with. But because I don't believe that this is necessarily a Sasquatch, although it could absolutely be misidentified as a Sasquatch. Like a lot of Sasquatch sightings could be something completely different. But the Sasquatch is the only thing that we know that's like, mythical, and it's out there in the world, and, does it travel through portals? Does it have extreme camouflaging capabilities? That sort of thing. Maybe so. I'm going to leave this picture like it is, because I don't think that anything that I can say is going to add any value to this picture. The picture is very valuable in itself. Abe, I appreciate you putting these out there in the world and letting us see them. Abe catches a lot of flack for his pictures, which he doesn't deserve. And I appreciate them. So please keep them coming. There is a group of people that appreciate, what you're doing out there. So thank you for that. But anyway, and I will tell you this, I'm going to add on one other quick thing. If you have yet to start listening to My Bigfoot Sighting by Vic Cundiff, you can find it on Spotify, but it's also various parts. There's a YouTube, there's, anywhere you get your podcast, Amazon Music, whatever, it's out there in the world. My Bigfoot Sightings. My Bigfoot Sighting, rather, I'm telling you. It is absolutely the most entertaining, fascinating, interesting stories that I've ever heard. And I'm not going to bring them onto this channel because I'm not going to plagiarize them. But it is 100% the most entertaining stuff you'll ever hear. These are genuine folks just sitting down with a microphone and telling their stories. Some of them are over the phone, some of them are in person, whatever. But I mean, everything from a guy catching a Bigfoot in a rifle scope and getting a clear look at it, to a kid who opened the front door and there was a Bigfoot standing on his porch, to a Sasquatch actually using the word hello at a human being because it had learned the word by being close to humans its whole life. Another Sasquatch using Cherokee Native American language. And there was a guy that told a story about a Yowie that was just insane. I mean, I'm listening to the story just blown away by it. And they're also very genuine when they tell their story, you know, and they tell about the persecution they went through to tell the story. And it's just, I'm telling you, these folks have really got some stories. And I would urge you to go check it out. And again, I'm not affiliated with that channel in any way, other than I am personally a fan of it. So I'm just telling you guys what I've seen and what you should go check out if you are into that sort of thing. And I think you are, because you're here. I'm gonna get down to the last set of pictures, guys. I just make sure that it is indeed the last. I think we've went through all of them at this point. Let's see, where is it? It's here. Yes. This is a gentleman named Richard Stewart Taylor. Thank you, Richard, for permission to use this picture. He took this picture, and I mean, again, very classic. You could see this picture anywhere and not notice what's going on here, but he noticed it, and he circled it for us, because I think in this aspect you kind of have to. What we're looking at is this right here. This is very reminiscent of the red, what is the guy's name? The timber giants guy. These look like those Sasquatches, you know, but we have a better version of this, also provided by him. So thank you. So he kind of got in on it real tight, and he lightened it and changed the contrast so we can really see what's going on. And what you're getting is just this perfect conical shaped head here covered in brown fur, hiding like they do. And there's one more version of this which really gets in close. Yeah, just a cool picture, and he's hiding his face. Unfortunately, we can't see that, but that's kind of typical. You know, it is what it is. So, great picture. Thank you, Richard, for sharing that. And before I go, I'm just take one quick look and make sure that we are all squared away. And I believe we got everything. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to, you know, Scott and Rebecca and Abe and all the people that's, you know, submitted their pictures this week. Bigfootinput@gmail.com if you want to submit anything, whether it's a story, whether it's a picture, or whatever you want us to look at it, you want us to put it on the channel, send it over. We'll have a look at it. I personally read each email. So we appreciate all of that. Also, just, you know, our longtime supporters like Monty and C. Richardson and Kathy from Bigfoot World, who's been a fan of ours since the beginning. We just really appreciate all you guys and all the support. Okay, and that's all. So I will talk to you guys again next week. All right, and until then, this is J Mac, and I'm out.